Going back to yesterday, Jim Acosta actually ended up having his press pass restored from the White House nearly a week after being revoked during the press briefing with Donald Trump. Unless you're totally out of touch with the real world, I'm going to summarize for you what happened during all this chaos that erupted. During the briefing, Jim Acosta begins rambling for over several minutes. I mean, he's continuing on, he's hogging the mic at this point, and then Trump asks him to hand that over to another journalist so that they could have their turn. He refused, and a White House intern went to go grab the mic, and all of a sudden, he jolted back and touched her. I've watched the video many times and personally believe that Jim Acosta did not assault her, okay? When you look back in the video, that's not what's going on. But he did make really poor actions and he definitely deserves consequences for that. In this case, he did not punch her, attack her, or hit her in any form of violence. So, therefore, I honestly believe that when he was blocking her, that wasn't on purpose. Journalists can't behave this way, especially in the White House. You know, the whole entire reason why you're granted a pass to begin with is because of the professionalism that you built up with in your career. When you are a journalist, you're able to present all these exclusive stories out to the media. You get to find out the unknown and then release it to the public. You're a detective when it comes to storytelling. You break down the problem, find out the truth, and put it together in one. Acosta was behaving like a TV drama actor or something. I mean, if you're really there to provide valuable information for the public, then why are you putting on such a show? When a journalist acts out like this, it builds room for conflict throughout media and actually loses trust through the individual through their unforgettable actions. I greatly despise when a person has a voice or social influence and misuses that improperly, so they end up using that for their own personal gain. Going back to the White House issue concerning Jim Acosta's press pass being restored, he pretty much got away with outrageous behavior without any sort of aftermath. On Friday, a federal judge ruled in favor on behalf of Acosta regaining access to the White House press credential. U.S. District Judge Timothy J. Kelly stated, "I will grant the application for the temporary restraining order. I order the government reinstate the pass. The judge's decision is temporary, and there will be additional hearings to decide whether or not the grabbing was intentionally violent or anything, so they could actually resolve this whole entire mess." Furthermore, Trump spoke out about this issue on Thursday, saying you have to practice decorum. "We want total freedom of press. That's very important to me. But you have to act with respect. You're in the White House." I think Trump made a really fantastic point. He pointed out that just because you have access to the White House doesn't mean you could just, keep that access the whole entire time. If you want to start misbehaving, you want to act out in an immature manner, then that's what's going to happen. I want to appreciate everyone who listened in on what I had to say about this matter, and I also wanted to thank all my new subscribers and new listeners for hearing me out.